And welcome back. It's Breakfast Central on News Central. You just tuned in. Well, we're saying voila, bonjour, welcome, bon arrivé. Now let's go straight to the world of sports, where it was indeed a cracker, like they'll call it. Manchester City and Real Madrid played out a sensational night of Champions League football, which looked better to me like basketball at the Etihad Stadium on Tuesday night. Now, in a madcap game in Manchester City, and of course, a real exchange blows, like back-to-back. That's why I said it's like boxing, or better still, like basketball. After Pep Guardiola's side had stormed into an early 2-0 lead through Kevin De Bruyne and, of course, Gabriel Jesus. Well, Guardiola had picked John Stones at right back amid a defensive injury crisis, only for Stones to come off injured before halftime to be replaced by Fernandinho, who I would say did a fantastic job, which showed that Pep Guardiola does have the many. Well, by that stage, Karim Benzema had reduced the deficit to 2-1, but Phil Foden nodded home after the break to restore City's 2-goal lead before Vinicius' Junior goal from a counter-attack, making it 3-2. And guess what? Fernandinho Silva, that guy with that super left foot, then smashed home to give City a deserved 4-2 lead. They were the superior side all night. They should have won by a bigger margin if they really scored all the other goals. But Benzema's dinked, which I loved, penalty made it 4-3 late on as the teams prepared to head to the Bernabeu for next week's second leg. Now, the big question is, will it be like Chelsea's game? I've got Udoka and Joko, who joins me from the sports desk this morning on Breakfast Central. Udoka, are we going to see a repeat or a repete of what we saw where Chelsea took on Real Madrid and they successfully won?
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Rita.
Good morning.
One thing you should know is don't you ever write off Real Madrid. They are the Spanish giants. They know how to play Champions League football. We saw what they did against Chelsea. And yesterday, a lot of people actually wrote off Real Madrid, saying Man City was going to beat them 4-0, 5-0. And I said, look, there's a Benzema there. He's in form. 13 goals before that game in the Champions League. Do not write him off. And the Vinicius Junior also can bring in the goods when it comes to playing for Real Madrid in the Champions League stage. And we saw it happen yesterday. Yes, Madrid are slow starters in the Champions League, but they kept on building up. And we saw how dangerous they were. You talked about werewolves. We saw how they turned into werewolves on the football pitch against Manchester City. And talking about Fernandinho, yes, he has said he's going to leave at the end of the season, but we also saw what Gabriel Jesus did to him. I mean, a younger boy to his elder brother in the Brazilian squad, put the ball in between his legs before he scored that second goal for Real Madrid. So we saw great football yesterday. We also saw a Panenka penalty from one of the greatest players on planet Earth, Karim Benzema. So in the second leg, it's all to play for. Real Madrid have this one to lose and to win. So it's going to be a tough one for Man City going to the Bernabeu.
Well, let's talk about Algerian football star, of course, the African Riyad Mahrez. I really appreciate it. I loved his performance yesterday. He had a chance to put the ball in the back of the net, not just once, but about twice or 2 times. And he was instrumental to the first goal, that cross that he put through to that man, Kevin De Bruyne. Let's talk about his performance quickly, Udoka.
Talking about Mahrez, now, I think he did a little too much on the football pitch. Yes, he got that great assist for the first goal for Kevin De Bruyne to nod home the ball. But I think he also tried to do too much in the second when he wanted to score his own goal. I mean, just lay the pass across to Kevin De Bruyne or whoever it was on the other side of the football pitch and score the goal. You don't need to score. If you provide assists, it is also good for the team. Riyad Mahrez, yes, great guy, great football player, but he should have actually taken his chances yesterday. If he had taken those chances, Man City would have won that game by as much as 5 goals or 6 goals to 3. So for Riyad Mahrez, I would say it was more like a 50-50 performance. I'll score him a 6/10 in that performance against Real Madrid.
6/10? Well, I think I'll score him higher than that because I comfortably, I wouldn't use the word truly, I comfortably enjoyed his performance.
Oh, okay.
I saw his abilities. But anyway, I mean, you've highlighted yours and you've given that scoreline. Well, let's take a look at what we're expecting tonight. So tonight, it's going to be another showdown where an African, which is Nigeria's Samuel Chukwueze, will be finally flying again with his Spanish club Villarreal after an injury-hit spell, and is looking to cause another upset after downing one of Europe's elite, if you recall. Well, full of pace, skill, and possessing a majestic left foot, Samuel Chukwueze is the latest African talent to catch the eye in the Champions League. Now, earlier this month, the 22-year-old scored a late winner as Villarreal stunned Bayern Munich 2-1 on aggregate to reach the semi-finals of the continent's Premier League club competition for the first time in 16 years. And now you have Villarreal taking on Liverpool. Don't forget, Jurgen Klopp is also in the chase, trying to make sure he clinches the Premier League title away from Manchester City. And both of them who are in the Premier League are also playing at the top stage in the UEFA Champions League. What are you expecting in tonight's game?
I mean, it's a battle of the African brothers. There's Samuel Chukwueze, who plays for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. There is Mo Salah from Egypt. There's Sadio Mane from Senegal. There's Naby Keita as well from Guinea. So it's a lot of action for the African brothers right there. And talking about Villarreal, let's also mention the coach, Unai Emery, the one who was the former Arsenal manager. He knows how to play cup matches when it comes to the Europa League. But this is Champions League. He has done it against Bayern Munich and against Liverpool. Yes, a lot of fingers are pointing towards Liverpool on paper that they are going to trash Villarreal. But we know what these guys can actually bring, the Yellow Submarines, what they can bring to a football match. So we need to be afraid of what they actually bring to the football pitch, because Villarreal, Samuel Chukwueze, they are on fire and they can actually deal with Liverpool. But I'm expecting a tough match for both teams, because Mo Salah will also need to bring his A game. And Jurgen Klopp has been talking about a quadruple, saying, look, you guys shouldn't be talking about a quadruple. Let's take these matches one step at a time. So tonight, we expect another cracker. We might not see as much goals as we saw in the game between Real Madrid and Manchester City, but we're expecting a cracker later tonight. And I'm also expecting an upset, not because I'm a fan of any of these teams, but I'm just expecting good football and an upset in the Champions League.
Okay, so you're not a fan of both teams. Yeah, I know about that though, but that's right.
Oh,
that's fine.
come on.
Well, let's see how the Africans will definitely have a face-off. That would lead to one side winning. I'm predicting possibilities here for Villarreal. I just don't know. I see Unai Emery's side advancing to the next round. I'm not saying Liverpool aren't good enough, but I'm just saying a bit comme ci, comme ça, not too certain.
Let's see a different team make it to the finals this time around.
Quite different. Maybe one English side and one, of course, a Spanish side, instead of having both sides from a particular league. But let's move on to another story, definitely, that has been catching the attention of many. Now, if you do recall, before I bring this story to you, the mother, a parent of these two lads, had come out, made a video and said, I do not want you guys or my kids to play for the Ghanaian national side because of what they did to Asamoah Gyan years back. Of course, we know the story, losing the penalty at the World Cup, not being able to advance his team or the country to the next round. And then this is a story that many are saying, wait, what, hold on, what happened? Well, following months of rumors, brothers Inaki and Nico Williams are going to declare as internationals for the Black Stars. Their piece reports that their parents, both born in the West African nation, are the drivers behind the move, pointing out how important they both could be for the Ghana national team. Both have many caps with the Spanish youth sides, while elder brother Inaki has also played in a friendly for Spain. Now, it is sure to cause some controversy in Spain, where their status as the first black athletic club players was already notable and celebrated in most places. As children born and raised in the Basque country, they have been allowed to play for the club because they fulfill the often obscure qualifications about who qualifies as Basque enough. It remains to be seen how pledging their international allegiance to their parents' country of birth goes down in Bilbao. Do not forget, these are Ghanaians, of course, with parents who have Ghanaian heritage, African heritage. And now, Udoka, it is being said that they will be coming out to play for Ghana.
Why? Because they qualified for the World Cup. If Nigeria had qualified for the World Cup, a lot of football players would definitely want to affiliate with Nigeria. If Algeria had qualified...
Are you saying that the World Cup is the reason why this decision is being made?
You and I know that these guys cannot even break into the Spanish team. Why are you bringing
me into the picture?
but of course it's true. Like we have to state the obvious now, because Inaki and Nico, great players for Athletic Club, but we know that they cannot break into the Spanish national team. It is going to be a difficult one. They might get to the team, but be on the bench all through the World Cup games, except when someone gets injured, then they have a chance to feature for Spain. But it is almost unlikely that they will get to feature for the Spanish national side. The same thing happened to Fikayo Tomori, who plays for the Three Lions of England. Yes, he got called up for the English national team, playing for AC Milan, playing good football over there in Italy. But then does he make the cut to feature in the Three Lions? It's almost very, very difficult. But Bukayo Saka, who plays for Arsenal, rejected Nigeria, chose England. He gets to feature for some of those games for England. So I think it's a good one for Inaki and Nico coming to play for Ghana. But it also depends if they get selected when the World Cup squad comes up later this year. If they get chosen to play for the Ghanaian national side, then it's a good one for them. And also, so you know, Arsenal's Nketiah has also chosen to play for the Black Stars of Ghana. So we're expecting a lot of European footballers.
Will you say Arsenal's and KT's move is as instrumental because of course, that man who plays for Arsenal as well, who's from Ghana?
Yeah, but because I also believe that the coach, who also is an assistant manager for Borussia Dortmund, knows what it takes to bring in quality players, and he sees these players all over Europe, and he tries to invite them, and this is the chance for them to actually shine on African soil, playing in Qatar. So for Nketiah, Nico, and Inaki featuring for the Ghanaian national team, it's a win-win for Ghana, and it's also a win-win situation for the players, because if you ask me, they can't break into the Spanish national team. So coming back to Africa to play is the best bet for them. And for Ghana, I think they can actually go far in the World Cup, maybe past the group stage in the World Cup.
Well, we'll just remain hopeful and get to see how these players who have pledged their allegiance to the Ghanaian national team will indeed perform better. Thank you so much, Udoka Joku, for joining us here on Breakfast Central. And unfortunately, we'll not be having you at 10:30 in the game, because we have a special broadcast at 10. But I'm sure from 3:30 and other times you'll be available.
Very, very true. We'll give you sports on the go and all the information you have to use in the world of sports.
That's right. Thank you so much for being here on Breakfast Central.
Thank you very much.